Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in. Deandre Ayton has often been seen as a player who seems like he can do so much more. Maybe he doesn't fully care about the game. Oh, the Phoenix Suns gave up on their first overall pick in 2018 as they included him in a deal that brought new starting center Yusuf Nurkic to Phoenix. Ayton joined the Portland Trailblazers, a team that nobody expected to make the playoffs. So many expected him to put numbers up, except he hadn't. Well, that is until recently. We are seeing Ayton begin to produce. We see last night the Trailblazers defeated the Atlanta Hawks by the score of 106-102. We look at Ayton's box score 15 of 20 from the field, 33 points, 19 rebounds. I mean, Anthony Simons had 36. That's 69 of the 106 points between the two. Scoot Henderson, 1 for 8. Ugh. But anyhow, Ayton has been doing a lot of that of late. We see his recent game logs here on ESPN. So last night's game, against the Celtics, 22 and 15. Against the Raptors in overtime, 30 and 19. We look at some February games. Miami 12 and 10. But the Hornets 26 and 19. Nuggets 22 and 10. Dud against the Timberwolves, but the game before that, 22 and 16, 18 and 17 against the Pelicans, 27 and 9 against the Nuggets. Now the problem is they lost lost 7 of those 9 games that I mentioned, but they've won 2 of their last 3. Those are the 3 games that Ayton has played in March, as he did miss 5 straight previous to that. As I mentioned, it was thought maybe his numbers can increase without, some of the star power in Phoenix. Of course, Kevin Durant joined the team late last year, but they had Chris Paul at times, Devin Booker his whole time. But we see his numbers have actually dropped. His second lowest scoring average of his 6-year career. For a 6th straight year, averaging a double-double in points and rebounds, but his lowest field goal percentage, although a good 57%, his lowest field goal percentage in the past 4 seasons. But this was from January 24th. He's been talking quite a bit this year. Deandre Ayton claims he has nothing to prove as he's a max player, but that's precisely the problem. Seth Quinn. So what he said was that yet Ayton seems largely unfazed by these developments. In an interview with Basketball Intelligence's Mark Medina, he said that he has nothing to prove in this league. Why? I'm a max player, and I'll continue to be a max player. Nothing to prove in the league. Okay. But theoretically, he's right. He is a max player, but his max contract isn't quite like some other players. Of course, there's super max deals, and Ayton's something like the 40th highest paid player in the NBA. And again, that quote was actually said when he really wasn't producing at all. Again, it's been better of late, albeit in mostly losses, but 2 of the last 3 Portland has won. They play my New York Knicks tonight. Ugh, West Coast game, 10 p.m. But so I'm hoping the Knicks are able to somewhat shut him down. Isaiah Hartenstein, Precious Achua. But what are your thoughts? Ayton is just 25 years old still, but often scrutinized, especially being in a draft that saw Luka Doncic go after him. But do you think DeAndre Ayton can ever become a fully reliable center? Um, I'm always skeptical about guys that put up numbers on really bad teams, which Portland kind of is. And it's really only of recent that he's been putting up numbers um, that are productive. But let's see if he could end the season strong and give Portland hope alongside other young players, Anthony Simons, Scoot Henderson, and Shaden Sharp if he's able to return. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.